Hey guys, what's up? It's Jamera aka Jam, and I am back with another video. It's so funny, I'm getting used to like doing the YouTube intros now. This time we're going to talk about my favorite fashion pickup. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just want to give you guys like a sneak peek into my closet and how I dress. Honestly, you'll start to notice that like I don't really box myself into one fashion style. Like I said in my last video, I have a mix between editorial and then streetwear and then hypebeast. For example, like right now, this would probably be my most suburban look that I've ever had in a long time. But once again, these are my new like winter pickups. So this is just something I need on the daily. Let's get started. So first, I want to talk about my Cos Quilted Crossbody, and I really love this bag. It is one of my favorites. I think I bought it like 2 years ago, and I did not know that it was like super popular on social media. I generally watch this YouTuber named Kyron Ward, and I've been watching him since I was like 12 when he was doing reviews on Rick Owens tank tops and baked hoodies. I think that's actually how I started watching him, because he did like a baked hoodie review, and he used to be Tumblr famous. So yeah, I still watch him to this day, and now he's like a successful fashion stylist, and he lives in Toronto, I believe. I saw him like just talk about costs and the quilted bags and just like how good they are, how different they are. And it just so happened that when I went on their site, I saw one that was electric blue, and it was an online exclusive. And if you know me well, electric blue is my favorite color, but most of my things that I have are all electric blue. Like as you can see in the painting back there, those are electric blue vases. I have electric blue Crocs. The hat that I wore in my last video was electric blue. iMessage is electric blue. It's just a color that I cannot escape at all, and I just love it so much. I love this bag because it's so big. Like I can fit so much in here. I used this as an overnight bag one time, and I could fit my laptop, my AirPods, hygiene product, all of that in here. And you know what's funny? I had this bag for so long that I didn't even realize that on both sides there's actually a side pocket that you can kind of like see right here. I didn't know that. I think I was just filling on the bag one time, and I was like, how in the world did I not notice that there's side pockets on both sides? The best part about this bag is it's super functional, and I can just use it for any and everything. And I love the quilts. Like it's just so different. It's so soft, so plush. It's worth the money. I don't remember the price that I actually bought it for, but I do know that it was reasonable. So right now when I'm looking on the site, it says 135 USD. This probably was 125 maybe, or 115, I don't know, 120 before inflation hit. So I got a bang for my buck, and like I said, it was an online exclusive. So when you go on the site now, I have not seen this color at all, and that kind of, you know, adds to the exclusiveness of it, because you feel like you have a rare item or whatever. But really I just bought it because it was my favorite color. There's another one on the site that's actually a chocolate color, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, do I want it? Like, do I really want this bag? But I'm not gonna get it, because like I said, this is like my streetwear, cool weird stuff type of bag, and then I want to just focus more on some leather bags. If you're interested, I'm going to try to leave the link to all of these items that I show in the video in the description below. There's probably one I just can't link, which is the next one that we're going to talk about. So the next item that we're going to talk about is my Stussy Umbrella, and this was actually a gift to me by one of my friends. I wanted this for so long. I think it was like maybe 2021 or 2022, and I was looking on their website for a minute. It was $100, and I was saying to myself, am I really gonna pay $100 for an umbrella that has Stussy on it? Like, and I kept like watching it for months and months and months. But the reason why I didn't want to pay $100 for an umbrella is because I already had a umbrella from Target that I had bought maybe like 2 weeks before for $15. It was an electric blue umbrella once again. So I was just like, let me, you know, test this out and see. And it's funny because that blue umbrella actually ended up, I think, breaking. It was just a very cheap umbrella, but I was just like, why spend money again when you already have a product here? You might as well just buy it out. But I love this umbrella so much, and the fact that like it kind of shows how much your friends pay attention to you, because I always say, oh, I fumbled the bag with the Stussy umbrella, because then it started to pop up on social media. Nobody was checking for this umbrella at all. First of all, nobody was checking for Stussy back then. Like, I want to say say after 2016, Stussy kind of went down a little bit, and that's when I feel like they just went super mainstream and they was letting any and everybody touch their product, because they were in Zoomies, they were in Urban Outfitters. It was just a lot going on. There was no more exclusiveness anymore. But I can't even lie, the reason why I got into Stussy was because of Tumblr. So when I went online and I saw it at Zoomies, I was like, okay, it's accessible for me, because I was like, what, 9 or 10 wearing Stussy, don't know anything about the brand. I was just really into skate culture and all that other stuff. Yeah, like this umbrella just starts to blow up on social media on every hypebeast page. I hate when I do that. Like, you should know, as a fashion person, you hate when you're scouting an item for months, and I mean months, and you know you should just buy it, and then all of a sudden it sells out. Are you for real right now? And you can't even be mad at yourself, because it's like you're the one who waited such a long time to get the product. The product is not gonna wait for you. I'm going to get my Stussy umbrella photo someday. I just love it. When you open it up, it says Stussy real nice and big on the umbrella, and honestly it's really adorable. I want to say they probably use the same manufacturer as totes and then just put their logo on it. But yeah, shout out to my friend that bought me this. You're a real one. The next item we're gonna talk about is my new daily driver. It's the Seiko SUR533, and I just love this watch face overall. I told myself this year I'm going to get into more watches. I started watching Britt Pierce, and she's a phenomenal watch expert. Just wanted to see what her suggestions were for entry-level watches. You know, just breaking the barriers of new conversations within fashion, because I feel like I'm surrounding myself a little bit with people that have the same fashion style as myself. When I learn other things that are outside of the box, like I want to meet people that only like hats in fashion or only like jackets in fashion, and now I want to meet people that only like watches in fashion. And when I got this was $225. It wasn't bad. I was expecting that for an entry-level watch, because as you know, these watches can get up to like $1 million. Would I ever pay $1 million for a watch? No. I just feel like, why would I pay $1 million for something that is so small, you know? Like, it's not, oh, you can give it to your grandchildren or your mother or your father, blah, blah, blah. It's a watch. I think the highest I would ever pay for a watch is maybe like $1,000 bucks. But I have this new mindset. Like, I used to say, if I ever got married, I don't wear, as you can see, I don't wear like rings or jewelry or anything because of religious reasons. The only thing I can wear is a watch, because it's functional. I can tell the time. If my phone dies, I can still know what time it is, and blah, blah, blah. I always said to myself, like, if I got married, I would get a keyblade and then display it in the living room as like our marriage memoriam. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like if you don't understand what Kingdom Hearts is and the impact that Kingdom Hearts had on a gamer's like childhood, we don't need to be together. But just imagine like a big keyblade, because it also symbolizes, you know, like the key to the hearts and stuff like that. I think it looks really cool. It's also a weapon. The heart can be a weapon. The heart can be deceitful. The heart can be kind. The heart can be all this other stuff. And that's kind of like what marriage is. It's just like two hearts learning how to work together. Not one above and not one less, but on the same plane, functioning together, if that makes sense. So that's why I want a keyblade as like my wedding gift. But then I started to get into like watches, and I'm like, maybe I would commemorate like a watch, and we have embroidered things on the back or something. I don't know. I wouldn't mind a nice Cartier, a nice, I think it's called Tag Heuer or something. I'm really starting to like their watches. Once again, shout out to Britt Pierce, because if I didn't watch her, I would not know what any of these brands are. I looked into Patek Philippe. Honestly, their watch faces don't really appeal to me, and it's maybe because I'm still getting into watches. If you get like all super intricate and everything, the exoskeleton, and there's like a, well, not an exoskeleton, but the skeleton, and then there's like a piece of glass and I can actually see what's going on in the watch and the gears and stuff moving, now that's cool. I'm not even gonna lie, that's cool, because it's like, wow, this little thing actually has like a lot of power, but at the same time it doesn't. I think I just admire the craftsmanship, and that's why I love my Seiko. Now I had to get the links readjusted, and it was so funny. I had to get 2 links taken off. So I go to Time X and I'm telling the guy, I was like, yeah, I'm getting into watches and I just bought a watch the other day, so like, I don't really know, because I tried to adjust the links at home, and he was just like, he fixed it in like 5 seconds. This watch helps me connect to the traditional things in life that I don't want to forget about when I get lost in my everyday life. But yeah, I really love this watch. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is actually the fleece that I have on right now. I bought this fleece 2 weeks ago, and I have been scouting for a fleece for like 5 months now, guys, maybe even like 6. Every time I'm at work, I am so cold. Like, you guys know that office air is ridiculous. There's no reason that it should be 30 degrees. It should not be 30 degrees in the summertime in the office building. Like, do you guys even believe in nature anymore? Some things are just not supposed to happen. And then in the winter, they don't even crank the heat up that high. They'll crank the heat up to like 70, and I'm freezing. I mean, fingers purple, and that shouldn't be fingers purple for like 8 hours. That's crazy. I was going to REI a lot, and I scouted out a Patagonia fleece. There was actually an REI fleece that I wanted, but it had prints all over it. And like I said, and many a times, I am a solid color girl as I work at a very like conservative place. I didn't want to do too much. I saw the price of this, and this was just like more functional for me. The original price of this, I believe, is like $160, and I did not want to pay $160. So I went over to the men's section. I saw this one on the sales rack for $110. So basically I saved $50 by buying a men's small. And at first I was like, is anybody gonna be able to tell that this is like a men's jacket? I mean, it looks right on me, but kind of wish it was a little bit more cropped at the waist, because I'm just getting into proportions and everything now. So I still love it. It's functional. It keeps me warm. I wear it around the house, and I wear it when I'm at work. So if you guys are looking into fleeces, Patagonia is definitely a good fleece. For my anti-polyester people, let's talk about it. Most fleeces are made of 100% polyester. Lining, outer shell, all the other stuff. So this was kind of something that I could not avoid. I did try to go to this place called Sheepskin and Alpaca, and I wanted to get like a 100% alpaca I know it sounds crazy, 100% alpaca cardigan. When I saw that they wanted me to pay $400 for alpaca cardigan, I was just like, I don't even know what grade this is. Like, I could just be paying $400 for a grade C alpaca cardigan, thinking that it's grade A, and it's really not. So yeah, I just decided to go with the cheapest option for the time being. This is actually not a bad combination with the Cos bag. If I were to wear that today, black skirt, another like top colored shoe, and that's how I coordinate my outfit to what I have already. This is not really a fashion pickup. It's more so of a fashion hand-me-down. My mother gave me this Creed Virgin Island water scent. She's very much over Creed now. She's into other niche houses. When she gave it to me, the bottle was up here, and I used it from like March all the way until December. That's when I ran out. So I had 9 months worth of use with this, and I love. I don't know what it is, but I love fresh scents all year long. I used to be a heavily woody scent girl, and I don't know, I guess my taste is changing. Even now I have on Joe Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I'd rather wear that than have on a strong woody scent all day. However, when I show a video of like my Parfume pickups and what I want to like get into, there is a scent that is very heavy that I want to purchase after wearing a few samples. But this is definitely one of my favorite fashion hand-me-downs. Do I want to buy another bottle for $300 after I got this full bottle for free? No, and that'd be my thing. Once you get something for free, you do not want to pay for stuff no more. I always wait for her hand-me-downs because they're good hand-me-downs. I actually go with her when she goes to the stores, and I just be like, okay, I need to smell it too, because she might not like this after a few months. She gets over like scents so fast, but this is her niche, this is her thing, and I was hyped when she passed this down because it was meant for me, and it lasted all day long on my skin. Maybe after about 3 hours I don't smell it anymore, but this, guys, if you're looking into a fresh scent, you need to get into Creed Virgin Island Water. Everyone usually gets Creed Aventus, which is the first scent I was introduced into by their line, I think in like 2018 maybe. No, I'm sorry, not 2018, 2017 I was introduced into Creed Aventus. You're amazing. But Virgin Island Water is underrated. Okay, now this one is a sketchy one because it is a off-white tracksuit jacket from 2013. It's actually a grail that I got, and I really like it, but my sister told me it looks like it's from Shein, and I'm like, no, it's not Shein. It's off-white. And not that, you know, it matters. I mean, it does matter. Yeah, it does. I'm not gonna lie. It matters because Shein is cheap clothes, cheap labor. It's not gonna last a long time. They suck. I'm not gonna hate on people who are still shopping at Shein because I used to shop at Shein too when I couldn't afford the clothes that I wanted to get. But now that I have expanded to a new level, there's no point of investing in Shein clothing because it's going to just rip after a certain amount of time, and then you're gonna have to buy the clothes again, and then the whole child labor and the whole, you know, sustainability issue. But this being a Shein tracksuit, you're tripping, right? You gotta be lying, right? Shein, since that point, she's made me not want to wear it anymore, but it's still my favorite. It's nice. I love it. It's such a nice, classy look to me. Look at that. And I waited so long for it. I love it. Like, just take a look at the zipper. It's so different. And I love the pockets on this. This can fit my phone, my lip balm, and my AirPods and still look normal. You can always tell when a person worked in retail. These Stussy glasses are another one of my favorite fashion pickups. They're the Owen model and they just look good. I love the lenses on this. They provide you with like a nice little claw that says Stussy Eyegear on it. The case is nice. I'm not gonna lie, the case is cheap. These are still my fave. They look so nice and they go so well with everything. And they were made in Japan. There it is. It has the model name and where it's from. And I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but once I see made in Japan, yeah, it's still plastic though, but it's plastic in Japan. I might have to break this video up, honestly, because it's getting a little long. I'm gonna end it with a product that I wear all the time. My last favorite item is this Farragut Essentials Hoodie. I wear this every single day. As you can see, it is cat fur infested. An extreme amount of cat fur is on this hoodie. Look at the hood. That's disgusting. So when I first bought the Essentials hoodie, it took me years to buy an Essentials hoodie. Why? Because I thought it was a hype beast thing. Everybody had it on. I also associated with adolescents, high school kids, little kids. That's their fashion wave, you know? But at the same time, I gotta understand. Jerry Lorenzo, I think he's like 30 something, 30, maybe over 35. It's his coin bank for the actual brand that he really wants to invest his time into. So I really wanted to see the pieces that he was gonna make for runway. One thing I never did was hate on the quality of an Essentials hoodie. Essentials hoodies have some of the best quality I've ever seen. But when you look into detail, it is 80% cotton and 20% polyester. And saying that the polyester is to help the hoodie from, you know, wrinkling over time. Jerry. Anyway, I hope that Farragut Runway, you know, the highest label that you have right now, I hope that that doesn't have any polyester in it. That's a little sketchy to me, I'm sorry. Quality of the hoodie is nice, and I love the size of the hood, and I love the frame of the hood itself. Like, I really love that he invokes modest fashion into his fashion line, and that's something so rare. You don't know how long I have been waiting for this to happen as a person who has been wearing skirts their entire life. And I'm not talking about, oh, skirts that come to the knee, oh, that skirts that come, you know, directly below your butt cheek. I'm talking about skirts that come down to the ankles. Okay, we finally, after years of searching, have like some modern looking pieces of clothing. You know how hard that was growing up, trying to find modest clothing that doesn't make you look too old or too young. I mean, yeah, just too old. We're just gonna capitalize on too old. Thankfully, I had a mother that was into fashion, and just like a lot of times it just felt like I was still dressing my age, just modestly. So the fact that I was able to grow up with streetwear and still have modest fashion, that, you know, branded me into the person that I am today. Back to the main topic. So I bought the hoodie. I bought my sister Essentials hoodie because she wanted one so bad for her birthday. And she was like, Jim, you gotta get one. Like, please, they're such good quality. I bought it. I wore it 2 times outside when I went on a hike. And the second time was when I went to the supermarket. The day that I had it on, and my cats were like begging. My cats are super talkative to me. They only want to talk to me. Let's just say they started begging, hollering, screaming. I picked them up with that sweatshirt on, and it was done. Used a lint brush the first time. Okay, Then the second time, whining. They love the hoodie. When I'm laying in my bed, they will literally just like lay next to the hoodie and lay on it. I'm not about to keep cleaning it off every single time. So anytime that I'm interacting with my cats, because I don't want them to ruin the rest of my clothing, I literally just put that hoodie on, and that is now the cat Essentials hoodie. I will no longer be wearing my Essentials hoodies outside. If he wasn't sleeping right now, he would be talking to me. I had a really nice time showing you guys my favorite fashion items. This might be a part 1 out of who knows part 3 or 4, but I'm just glad I got to show you what I have so far. If you like this video, I hope that you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I put out new videos every week, sometimes a week and a half. See you on the next one. Bye.